Crystal. You're making everybody happy this morning. Crystal is from Crystal's Custom Cake. So yes, the cake pops and cupcakes, red, white, and blue, because 4th of July is a week away.
Right, that's right. It's coming up.
So we're going to start with cake pops, and cake pop is basically cake mix, any type you want, rolled into little balls?
It's cake and icing rolled into one, and it's simple. This is just a regular 8-inch cake that I've already crumbled, and you want to add about a tablespoon of icing. This is just a cream. Whoop. This is just a cream cheese icing.
Okay, we'll just lick that off.
Right.
It's an excuse to get some icing early.
Now you can use a spoon. I like to get my hands in it. It mixes it better.
And any type of cake mix, any type of icing,
Any
so let's say strawberry.
Yes, my favorite is chocolate cake with Nutella.
Ooh.
Yes. You can get really creative with cake balls.
You can get fancy.
But you want to mix this up really good.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to take these off to roll it. I'll show you how to roll a cake ball.
Okay. I mean, you're making it look pretty easy.
It's really easy. You want to get about a tablespoonful, and you just roll it out.
Kids would love to do
Yes,
this.
it's fun. My girls, Hadley and Grayson, they're 5 and 3, and they love to come to the kitchen with Mommy.
When did you start baking cakes?
I started baking when my 5-year-old was 6 months old, so I've been doing it about 5 years.
What made you start doing it?
I've always been creative and crafty, and I've always liked to bake, so I just kind of combined it, and I had no idea the world out there for cake baking. So since I've become a certified Wilton instructor, and I teach now.
What does that mean to be a certified Wilton instructor?
Well, you go through a series of classes. There's 4 Wilton methods that start with basic buttercream, and you work your way up to perfecting fondant, decorating with fondant.
So Wilton is icing and
Wilton
just
is,
baking
yes,
in general?
it's all your baking supplies. There's some Wilton products I've brought today. Everything that I'm using today are Wilton products. They have cake pans, they have chocolate, they have candy melts. I mean, you name it, Wilton makes it.
Okay, well, there you go. So taking classes,
Yes.
and classes are for all of us, and they're offered pretty much throughout the year, and then summer classes for kids.
Yes, I'm doing summer classes for kids. I've got adult classes. I've got 1-session classes to 4-week classes. So I've got everything for anybody.
Okay, and we'll put all of the details if you want to put your kids in summer classes and make little monster cupcakes like these. Didn't point these out, but this is just a taste of what your little ones will get to make this summer. If they want to get in any of the classes, we'll put all the details online, and these right here. There we go. The little monster cupcakes. We'll put all of the details on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page, along with the step-by-step recipe of how to make the cake bites, cake pops, one and the same, and also how to decorate the cupcakes. So after you roll them into little balls
You roll
like
them
that,
into balls. You put them in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and then when you take them out, they're hard, but you can still get a stick in them. And that's the secret. And
okay, so we know the secret now. So next time you're going to tell us how we get the icing on them, because we got to get them red, white, and blue.
Right, we're going to dip them in candy melt, and you're going to decorate some.
Okay, candy melt and decorating next. You don't want to miss that. Back in the kitchen making sweet stuff. Caught me with some sweets. Crystal from Crystal's Custom Cakes making some cake pops today, melting some little goodies just like this. These are candy melts?
Yes, they're candy melts.
These are so cute. You can put them on little pops. I guess these are cake pops too, with the little hearts.
Yeah, well, you can also just put these in molds by themselves, and they turn hard again. We're getting...
It's okay. I don't mind smelling sweets. This is good. All different colors, lavender, and green.
They've also come out with the flavors. There's a dark cocoa mint down there, so Wilton's getting real creative.
And you're doing the white ones.
I'm just doing white, and I'm melting it. One of the secrets to doing these candy cake bites is thinning out these candy melts, because they're thick when you just melt them by themselves. And so coconut oil is all the rage right now, so I added coconut oil to mine to thin it out. You can also add just vegetable shortening, whatever you have in your kitchen, whatever you prefer.
That probably adds a little more flavor.
It adds a little bit of flavor, and I just like the consistency of it.
Okay. All right, this is neat. So again, red, white, and blue because 4th of July is a week away. Maybe you're having some guests over and you haven't figured out what you're going to make. This would be something sweet, easy. You can put on the table. It's going to get some attention. Also something, if you have kids, that your kids are going to enjoy doing with you. It's easy for them to help out with, or maybe you just want to have a fun project and you like icing and things like that, and you can do this too.
Okay, now we are going to coat them.
Okay.
This is the fun part.
All right.
With the sticks, depending on how much you melt, you can dip it in and swirl it around. I like to just kind of coat it like this.
Okay.
And I swirl it around to kind of sling it off. It's kind of lumpy today because we hadn't had a lot of time to melt the melts.
That's okay.
But you just...
It tastes the same.
Right, and then for the cake balls, Wilton makes this dipping tool that you just sit on, and you just simply coat it.
Okay.
And that is it.
Do you mind if I do one just to test how easy it is? Because
No,
if it's a disaster, it may not be.
Which do you want to do?
I'll do the cake pop.
Okay.
I don't want to even attempt that one yet.
I like to hold it on the side so that the weight of the cake ball doesn't make it drop into the...
It's already a disaster. Way to go, Cherish. Okay. All right, now it really is easy. I try to make things look hard. I like to do things the hard way, Crystal. That's how I roll.
And before the candy melt dries, if you're doing... Today we're going to do sprinkles.
And you said we can just dip it in?
Yeah, you can just dip it in.
I'm just going to dip mine in. I think that may be easier for me than the spoon. Everybody has their own way, but hey, you like to spoon it, and turns out that I like to dip it. Dipping it works a little bit better for me.
And you can sit right here and you can put some sprinkles on it.
Yeah.
And one thing about baking, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter how it looks. It matters how it tastes.
Exactly. Okay.
Yours is great.
Thanks.
You did a good job.
All right, lots of sprinkles. Yeah, that is easy. And kids, of course, are probably going to want a few more sprinkles, so maybe I should have done a few more just to see. But cake bites, cake pops, that is very easy, and that's all there is to it?
That's all there is to it, and you can decorate them how you want them. You can decorate them using more candy melt and pipe them on there. You can put fondant cutouts. You can get really creative.
Anything you want to do. So in just a few minutes, you're going to show us how to make these cute little red, white, and blue flag cupcakes, how to decorate those.
Yes.
Okay, those are precious. Also, if you want to take classes with Crystal, if you want your kids to take classes this summer with Crystal, all of the information about the classes offered at Joann's Fabrics in the Festival Center in Mobile is on fox10tv.com on our Studio 10 page, so make sure you check that out. Recipes, step-by-step, how to make the cake pops, and the cake bites. I tried to mix them together there. That's all on our website as well. Now, how long before we get to eat them?
Well, you can eat them now. You want to let them sit just a little while, probably 20 to 30 minutes.
A little overzealous.
For the candy melt to get hard, but
I just need to eat one before Chastity comes over here and steals it. I know that's what you're thinking, Chastity.
Well, how Cherish got to do 2 cooking segments, I'm going to have to take that up with our producer. Okay, I'm finally in the kitchen. I kicked Cherish out since she was in here for the first 2 cooking segments. I don't know how she got that. I'm going to have to talk to Cameron, our producer, about that. But nonetheless, I'm here for cupcakes now, and I'm very excited. This is Crystal with Crystal's Custom Cakes. Let me get that right. Now, in this segment, the last 2 segments, we've made some cake balls. Now we're going to talk about a very popular part of the cupcake. That'd be the icing.
Yes, the icing. I'm making a traditional buttercream icing. This is actually the Wilton recipe. I think you're going to have it on your website.
Okay, perfect.
I just put a cup of shortening in. And I'm going to add, you want to add your liquid first. This is almond extract. You can put whatever flavoring you want. I love almond. Wilton has a variety of flavors, butter, vanilla. And
what is the secret to good icing?
Blending it well.
Okay.
And mixing, I think mixing, you want to mix your liquids first and then your solids. And now this is 7 to 8 teaspoons of water.
Okay.
And we're going to...
Ooh, something smells really sweet.
That is, you smell this. That's the almond.
Oh my gosh, that smells great.
You can put that in a little cup of water in your microwave for about 5 minutes. and it cleans your microwave and your whole house.
Really?
Will smell like almond extract. I do that all the time, and it just wipes clean.
Well, Crystal, you're full of all kinds of good information. Okay,
Now,
so we're mixing.
I'm mixing these ingredients together.
Buttercream icing has to be some of my favorite because it's not too sweet.
Right, right. Okay, now I'm going to add meringue powder.
Okay.
Meringue powder kind of gives it a stiffer consistency.
Okay.
Now this is...
Whoa.
Yes, this is a pound of confectioner's sugar. That's where the magic is.
That's where, that's where the magic.
That's where the magic is. And this is sometimes challenging when you're blending confectionate sugar. It sometimes will
Right.
poof up into your
Well, Crystal,
face.
let's talk about your classes really quick because we're going to have to wrap in just a second. You're teaching kids classes and grown-up kids classes this summer.
Yes, I am. I offer a variety of classes. I have the kids' camps classes going on until August. In October, I'll do a kids' class that is zombie cupcakes. I have adult classes. I have one session classes, and then we have the Wilton method, which is all 4 methods. They're 4-week sessions. I'm going to add a little bit of water.
And where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook,
Okay.
Crystal's Custom Cakes.
Okay.
You can also go to Joanne's Fabrics website to find out the schedule or call the store.
Okay.
Or you can email me.
Perfect. And we're going to put that information on our website along with this buttercream icing recipe. It looks great. I'm going to let Crystal continue because she is serious over here with it. Cherish, I'm going to bring you a treat in just a few minutes.